victim. Guy I met online.
Ah, one of those.
Don't judge. We're young. I'm having fun.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I tried a different beginning. I hope you liked it. I just like to change things up here and again. If anybody's brand new here, I just do my stuff in chapter form. After the end of each chapter, I have what I call commercials, which are things that are funny, people who are funny, poking fun at these idiots. So that's what that is. I also wanted to say that I don't ever claim anything is real unless I truly believe it is or I have proof, which is also why I have my last chapter, which is basically for gossip, blind items, although those do tend to be true. But basically just stuff I find online and I put out there for you guys to decide. So I just want everybody to know that I research for about 2 days for each video. Some things I can't always get to, but I try my best. And yeah, I just wanted you all to know that. So also the meme in front of you is one I've made. It's on my community page, but I realize that not everybody goes to my community page. So I'm going to start showing some of the memes I've made, even, you know, just to show you guys what's over there. All right, let's just get to it. So this chapter, we are continuing with our lies, the 4 pages of lies, and we are on page 3, you guys. So we're tackling the lies, number 81 to 118. And like always, I just pick about 10 that I put pictures to or explain, because otherwise, like I said, we'd be here for weeks. So that's how that goes. And then I have just something really short. Queen Camilla has had enough of the York sisters. Shocker. I'm glad she actually said something. So let's just get to this. Of course, really quickly, what I put in front of every single page so far is this. And like I said before, for brand new people who said, I'm sorry if it sounds repetitious, guys, but for brand new people who said they've never seen them smoking, well, there you go. There's pictures of both of them. So anyways, that's the beginning, and we're just going to get now to the lies. Okay, so yes, it's very small, but not to worry. Your girl's gotcha. I'm going to read them so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so number 81. H's job is to expose exploitation and bribery in the media. Really? All right then. Denied responsibility for content in Netflix documentary. That just blows me away because it's your bloody document. Okay. The palace did nothing to stop the racial abuse towards MM. Yeah, I call bullshit. Number 84, the bullying accusations against MM are part of a smear campaign. Okay, so for this one, because it is everywhere now, you guys, I think we're going to get close to seeing exactly what was said. People are talking, right? And the Sun said, mega tough. I watched Meghan and Harry rip apart royal staff. Nothing was ever right, and there was always a huge inquest blast expert. The royal couple this week hired a new communication officer. Yeah, shocker. Okay, I got one more thing for this. I don't know how she's going to deny this, you guys. So anyways, it says, please circulate this letter of Jason Knopf. I am very concerned that the Duchess was able to bully 2 PAs out of the household in the past year. The treatment of X was totally unacceptable, the HR complaint read. The Duchess seems intent on always having someone in her sights. She is B-wording Y and seeking to undermine her confidence. We have had report after report from people who have witnessed unacceptable behavior towards Y. I mean, really, why? There's no reason for him to make this up. She's going to have a real tough time explaining that. So number 85, the royal family leaks to the press. Okay. 86, press was intrusive. Well, they always are. Okay. 87, Rhoda and press are PR machines of the palace. Number 88, the press was hunting MM. So I decided to address this one because part of it was in my country, and she really ripped apart our RCMP saying they didn't protect her. Well, this is one of the times that she called them, and there was nobody ever there. They were sick of her taking up their manpower, and I don't blame them. Okay, so they're hunting her, are they? Well, from what I know of this is before they were married, apparently walked back and forth until some paparazzi felt bad enough to take her bloody picture. I mean, honestly, why wouldn't there be like a bajillion pictures? But there's not. There's just this. So that's what she was doing. And we know she still does that. I mean, with back grift and everything. They don't hunt her. She hunts them. Okay, number 89. The palace never defended her against the press. Dude, they don't talk. It's not that they don't defend anybody. They just don't talk. That's how they go. I mean, right? Okay. 90. William placing stories in the press. That is a serious crock of shit. 91. Royal Rhoda was the tabloids. Some are broadsheets. Broadsheets? Not too sure what that means. Maybe y'all let me know. 92. Palace lied to protect other members of the royal family. No, they did. Okay. 93. Palace filled with racist imagery. 94. Palace thrown parties for the press. Okay. 95. Said there were no tabloids in the U.S. So I just have a couple pictures to show exactly how many tabloids are in the U.S. There's quite a bit. And there's not a chance in hell, you guys, she would not have known, because they always put tabloids up at the till. This one looks like they do in gas stations because they even have them there. At least they do here. They are everywhere. And she's so full of it. I mean, People magazine, that was her go-to. Oh, they don't have tablets. I couldn't even believe it when she said that. I was just in shock because honestly, that is something that even as a kid, I knew what it was. My grandma had them in her bathroom. You know what I mean? Just unreal. 96, well, kind of goes with the other ones. Claims she was hounded by press. 97, claimed RF planted stories in the UK press, but showed US publication. Okay, right. 98, royal family are the R word. So, of course, I had to address this because this one, it just drives everybody, well, it drives me totally up a wall. Because I wrote, who got this choir for the spectacle? It was King Charles. They didn't do it. So all along, she's let everybody believe, that there was a black choir because she's supposedly, so into her black culture. Yeah, right. Well, then how come it was King Charles who did this? Can somebody, make that make sense? And then I just wanted to show, Catherine and the king mainly because they were the ones that were named, right? And so here's a lovely picture of Prince William and Princess Catherine. And who are they with? They are celebrating Black Lives Matter, or not, Black Month. It's Black History Month, I apologize. And they were celebrating that. Yeah, why would they do that if they were come on, please. Okay, so we are at 99. Claim the brooch Princess M wore was the R. I'm sorry I have to say that, you guys. I'm trying to be careful, but I remember that. It was such a big deal over nothing. It was really sick, and that the poor lady actually apologized. 100. Calling her children the N-word. That never happened, ever. 101. H stated MM showing pregnancy in New Zealand and Eugene's wedding. Way too early. So this was them at going to the wedding, and I wrote, if she was pregnant, she just missed her monthly. Please. She literally would have just missed her period, no joke. Because that's the timing of it. She would have been 1 month pregnant. Come on now. Someone wrote, something about Meghan's outfit choice makes me think she's pregnant and hiding a bump. It's so conservative. Someone says, judging by the fact she's wearing a heavy coat indoors, is either pregnant or the type to get chilly easily. And this was back then, right? But, I mean, nobody looks like that when they just miss their period. Okay, so, lie 102. If Archie were in school in the UK, she'd never be able to do school runs. Really? Because I remember Princess Di doing it, and Princess Catherine, and Prince William, and there doesn't seem to be a stinking problem. Good grief. Although, she had no problem doing the fake school run for the US tabloids now, did she? I mean, oh my God, okay. 103. Couldn't take Archie to visit Her Majesty, but managed to fly him to LA. Right? 104. Archie was denied a royal title because his mother is biracial. Oh my God. 105. Archie denied security. 106. Photo saga outside of hospital after Archie's birth. Yeah, the only thing that was saga-ish about it or whatever, that was all, was the fact that it was a doll. And I circled again where you can see him pressing in, trying to get it to breathe. But that's why it was such a debacle. It was because they sat on a worldwide stage and lied their ass off. Number 107, skin color discussion. But nobody can seem to figure out if it was before the child, after the child. It was a bunch of crock. 108, lies surrounding Archie's birth pregnancy. Yeah, that would be true. Sorry. 109, wasn't allowed to name her name on Archie's birth certificate. Okay, then. 110, obstetrician named who delivered Archie denied it because they weren't there. 111, no title for Archie due to his skin color. Okay, so my apologies. This was actually for 108 with the whole lies about his birth, etc. So I put up the Kensington Palace announcement that I believe came from Harry. That's just my belief. It's an opinion. It's not a fact. Nobody knows for sure, right? But it's Frogmore Cottage, so it just makes sense. And it just says, this is a public announcement. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex used the services of a surrogate. We apologize for any misunderstanding. Now, I think it was him because nobody else would have errors, grammatical errors, and it was taken down like 3 minutes later, so I suspect she saw it and had a hissy fit. So this is for the one I just said, number 111, that he would be denied, well, I guess it's for a couple, security, his title and everything because of his skin color. Now I beg, please, somebody, this is the supposed mother, right? Supposed mother on the right. I have never, I cannot see anywhere that there is any kind of color whatsoever on this girl. Not that, like, there's nothing wrong with that, of course not. But what I'm saying is, she be lying. And now we look at who I do believe is the child they call Archie. I don't know if that's his real name. However, this child is whiter, like Andrew Tate said, whiter than a snowstorm. Like, so that's the biggest BS I've ever heard. So, number 112 is Harry claimed hatred against Archie. Really? Really? I can't think of a single person that had hatred against a child. He's so unbelievable. 113, said they were pregnant with Archie, ? So what does that mean, right? 114, blamed miscarriage on the press. 115, different accounts of the miscarriage. So explain this to me. She blames the press for her miscarriage, but then writes an op-ed. So she goes to the very press she blames causes the stress so that she can write about it. Unbelievable. Like, I'm sorry, I guess I repeat myself a lot. Unbelievable, that kind of thing, because it really is. I don't know of anybody, well, only a few, but nobody that's gone to the extent that she has, right? Like, I'm thinking of like Amber Heard or Chrissy Teigen or something like that, but this one takes like, she just is number one at being a bullshitter. You know what I'm saying? And if H was stupid enough to go and bury anything, she probably gave him like her old cheese sandwich or something. I mean, really, what the hell? They don't even allow you to do that. Ugh. So, 116. Princess Catherine was not a hugger. So I had to do this because, first off, I miss seeing her beautiful face. And it really, really angers me when she directs all her hatred to Princess Catherine, who's never done a thing to her or anyone else that I know. Anyways, so I got 3 pictures that I thought were cute. And this one was her hugging her man. I love this one because, oh, you know, kids just, they love her. And she loves them back. And then I wanted a photo of her just, you know, randomly hugging people. And you know what, Roachel? She wasn't a hugger. Not for you. No, not for you. Okay, so number 117, accusations that the British etiquette is unbelievable. Okay. Number 18, didn't believe the royal family always had good manners and followed etiquette. That's true. She was all, oh, I'm so surprised behind closed doors that they had, what, manners? Good grief, woman. Okay, so we are done number 3. These lies, they kind of get me riled up a bit, but that's okay. And now I'm just going to read something very short I found about Queen Camilla, and then we'll get to some commercials. Okay, so this was from the Business Times. Queen Camilla allegedly cuts off Eugenie and Beatrice amid spy claims princesses were Sussex informants. I have said this before, and I even have a short that's completely devoted to this very thing, especially Eugenie. The British monarchy is currently embroiled in a dramatic clash that underscores deep internal rifts and issues of trust within the royal family. According to well-placed palace insiders, Queen Camilla has decisively cut off Princesses Eugenie and Beatrice, the daughters of Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, amid allegations that they leaked sensitive family information to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. And then, yes, I put the... I had to put those because they remind me of those two. The scandal comes at a tumultuous time for the royal family as King Charles faces health challenges and the monarchy strives to maintain a unified front. I'm sorry, you guys. A senior courtier expressed severe disapproval of the princess's actions, as reported by the Globe magazine, stating, Camilla has totally cut Bea and Eugenie off, depriving Harry and his American wife of their main pipeline for inside info. The decision to isolate the princesses is seen as a move to safeguard the institution's integrity and confidentiality. Well. I am personally happy about it, to be honest. So, excuse me, I do actually have a very short clip that shows more lies. So I wanted to share that with you guys too, and then we'll get to the commercials.
Scholarships, financial aid programs, and work study, where my earnings from a job on campus went directly towards my tuition, that I was able to attend university.
Or, hear me out, your dad paid for your tuition, he gave you any spending money you could possibly need, he paid for your sorority fees, he paid for your housing, he paid for a car, paid for your vacations, and he actually wouldn't allow you to work while you were in school.
Hello? Hi, Uncle Charlie. I mean, Dad.
Harry, is that you?
It is. I'm sorry I left it so late to wish you a happy birthday.
It's okay. My real son was here to celebrate it with me. He brought his wonderful wife and my grandchildren. It was great.
Wait, what do you mean your real son?
Ah, you know what I mean. The one that didn't stab me in the back right in front of the whole world. You know, that real son of mine.
You've always treated me different, and I'd had enough. I mean, I know there is something between us. Something the public have always had a dig about. My whole life. And it's not like it's my fault. I can't be blamed for something like that.
Well, it's not my fucking fault either. I would have never wished that to happen. I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy.
Yes, well, it's not my fault I'm fucking ginger. At least I've still got some hair. Big Willie is holding on to his last few strands for dear life at this point.
You mean you thought it's because you're a ginger? I mean, oh yes, it's because you're ginger, right? I'm going, Harry, I'm busy at the moment. One of Andrew's friends has been at it again. And I'm trying my best to have it swept under the rug for him.
Okay, no problem. I guess I'll speak to you soon.
Yes, whatever, copper bollock.
Good job.
No, I don't want a job.
Well, I know.
It's so much work. I'm so tired from work. I don't want to do that.
I've been listening to that horse shit of yours for months. And you can take that crap and blow it out your ass. And for good measure, sit on this.
Guys, bit of exciting news. I'm off to the Netherlands next week. Land of cannabis, coffee shops, and legal prostitutes. Obviously, I won't be getting involved with any of that. Not my scene. And also the wife's joining me for the trip as well. So you know, I'm not expecting to have any fun. Gotta be on my best behaviour. I remember when we first got married, the wife saying, if you ever do anything to embarrass me, you potato-faced ginger munter, I will rip your dick off and slap you unconscious with it. I said to her, well, you'll have to bloody well find it first. And actually, to this day, she still hasn't. Yet somehow we've got 2 kids. Make of that what you will. Off to the Netherlands for the Invictus Games, something my people have been organising since 2014 to support the rehabilitation of injured or sick service personnel. Obviously, I know how tough a career in the services can be. I was in the army for 10 years, making myself useful right at the centre of the action, risking life and limb in defence of Great Britain. Not that anyone bloody appreciates it. And listen, it's perfectly safe for me to travel to the Netherlands, of course, even though I refused to turn up at Grandad's memorial service in London a few weeks ago due to security concerns. If the Queen won't stump up a few quid for police protection, then I'm not going to show up and support her at a time of frailty, loss and bereavement. Some people have said I'm being petty and childish, but to those people, all I can say is...
Sorry about that last one, guys. I have no idea what happened there. And I was excited because it was an Andrew I'd actually never seen before. But anyways, it was still funny. Okay. This one is called Jam Scam and Mean Girls Help Each Other, Roachel and the Mask Slipping, and another new bump pic and footage, at least to me anyway. I think I've seen them all, and it's still of the same thing, you guys, like the same place, but it's different angles, all kinds of things. It's crazy now what's coming out. Okay, so I know you guys have heard it all, I'm sure. But of course, they're going to have my take on it. I can't believe this jam thing is continuing. Like, what the hell? She's certainly doing her own PR, but I guess she thinks, like, even if it's bad news, it's good PR. I don't know. But I just wrote Deal or No Deal Buddies because these two go back a long way, right? Chrissy Teigen is who I'm talking about, obviously, who made a complete ass of herself while promoting Roachel's jam. Oh God. Anyways, I'm not going to take a whole bunch of time on this, but I am going to talk about it. And my last chapter, you guys, I went and did something really cool. I went and looked at some old blinds, and there is some really cool stuff in there. And I found a blind literally 5 minutes before I started taping this. So that is hilarious. So I can't wait to get to that. But let's just get to this first. All right, so if you guys heard that there was a lot of kids outside my window, holy moly. So anyways, I just had to shut that. Okay, what I like to do usually is, because I don't do a daily video, I know that majority of you guys have already seen like the Daily Mail, all of the papers, stuff like that. Sorry, excuse me. People talking about it, like journalists and stuff, whatever. So I like to come in and show the people's side of it and what they have to say. I also show like the papers and stuff too when it's needed. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, that's what I prefer to do. I'm just letting new people know that, because other people who've been here with me, who I adore, you already know. Okay, so I just wrote, people are so funny. So this person, they are acting like they are Rochelle. So she wrote, oh, Chrissy Teigen, you pizza lover, you. By the way, you guys, Pizzagate is about an ST ring, if you know what I'm saying. And she's been accused of being involved in that because of her tweets. But anyway, your endorsement of my strawberry jam is just the validation I needed right now. It's a comforting feeling when another faux friend steps up to support my latest venture. Thank you for elevating my jam to one of the best bites of the year. Though now that it's associated with someone with such a questionable reputation, my brand's lifespan might just match that of a fleeting flavor. I admit I didn't quite think this through. Yeah, no kidding. So someone wrote, Chrissy Teigen is a toxic child P and a bully. A quick Google search of her deleted tweets will tell you why. Of course, she's part of MM's inner circle. Birds of a feather flock together. Now, I'm not even going to read out those tweets, you guys. You can screenshot them if you want. I will be talking about it in my Patreon video and getting into it. But I can't hear, and it's disgusting. Let's just say that. Looks like Chrissy Teigen and her husband are one of the recipients of the spam jam. The pair are regulars on the E Island, and that to me proves a connection with Meghan. Wow, you guys. I just wrote not surprised. Not surprised. There always is a connection. You guys, there's always a connection. No word of a lie. Always. So check out the video in this link. Oh, I will play that too. That Chrissy Teigen posted using Meghan's jam jar number 20 in a sandwich. Is it the first look at it is the first look at the jam consistency that we have seen. Is jam supposed to be that watery? I agree. It does look kind of watery. Also, the fact that CT only put a thin layer of jam on the bread with a huge mound of brie and bacon only makes me think that it tastes so bad she had to hide the taste of it to be able to pretend it tastes good. Finally, Chrissy, your daughter slobbering all over a knife, then putting said knife back into the jar is disgusting. Teach her some manners. Well, Chrissy doesn't have any. Why should her daughter? So I looked at this picture and I'm like, what could I possibly say about this picture that somebody else hasn't, right? And then I'm like, oh my God, look at that. Her shoulder. So I circled it and I says, looks about right. All clothing, even robes, need a shoulder poking out. That's the Rochelle look. And then I put a sticker on the bottom with, you know, her poking her shoulder out. So I'm like, well, yeah, that makes sense. It totally does. So I don't know if anybody else has mentioned that. I haven't looked, but I've taken a quick look. Don't get me wrong, but I haven't gone into depth trying to see if somebody said anything about it. But I just noticed that and thought, yeah, it does. It makes complete sense to me. Birds of a feather for sure. Here she is lying because she's good at that. This might have been one of the best bites we've had all year, she says. Yeah, okay. And then I heard Kris Jenner got a jar. I'm not surprised whatsoever. I mean, her mother was hanging out with her. So she posted a pic of the scam jam. Whatever, Meghan's foligraphy J is absolutely ridiculous. And if you look, the lemons look bruised. And if anybody knows about Kris Jenner, that woman always has fresh flowers and everything in her house. This is embarrassing, to be honest. Okay, so this is it. I can't play the music or I'll get a copyright, but Chrissy Teigen put this up on her Insta or wherever the hell she put it. I don't know, but it doesn't even matter. So I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. It's a minute long. I'm sure you've seen the snapshots of where, like, the stuff is literally coming out of her mouth, like the cheese and stuff, and it doesn't look very appealing. Let's just say that. Like, you know what I mean? It does not look family friendly. So there's some of her tweets on the side. That's because I can't get them out. It's just the way it is. This is on X, so yeah. I'm not going to read them out, but you can see. Okay, on to the next subject, because quite frankly, I'm sick of jam. Saw this picture, hadn't seen this photo before. So, I wrote, more mask slippage. She hates kids. So then I have a sub who sends me stuff, and thank you so much. You know who you are, and I love you for it, really. And she sent me a couple things, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to put this together just to show you. Well, you already know, but it'll give you a little bit of maybe a different look at stuff, just because I want to bring different things. So I'm just going to show a couple pictures of her with that look on her face, that look. I decided on the more current photos as well, because we've seen the other ones to death, so yeah. So then this says the infamous narcissistic smirk. The evil narcissistic grin, a filthy glance exhibited by narcissists as they inflict pain upon you, and usually given simultaneously with a haughty glint in their eye. This look is so evil you can actually feel it. And the abuser manages to do it with such a stealth way that no one else in the vicinity can detect it but you. So I'm going to show you a piece of footage, you guys. Holy. Isn't that crazy? You guys, I'd never seen that before. I'd seen all of her fake laughing and the fakeness and her, fakety fakeness. But, wow. Somebody caught it, right? It was 8 seconds long. And I was just astounded. So I really had to share it with you guys. And then somebody wrote, wow, this is the exact smirk in the humanitarian video. The face of contempt. Tightened and raised lip corner on one side of the face. Contempt is the only unilateral expression. It can occur with or without a hint of a smile or angry expression. So a couple extra photos before I go forward. This is probably the most famous one she has with a child, except this new one that I just showed you guys, I think it rivals it for sure. And right there is that smirk. That evil, yeah. It's just creepy. Another creepy AF photo. But this one definitely has the smirk. The cat that ate the canary on this one with the same look. So the day she married him and the day that she got him to move, she gave that same look to the camera. Ugh. So I had to put this up because I hadn't seen this photo before. Quite the look, I said, like mother, like daughter. Either I am researching too much and not watching enough, or you guys let me know. Like, are these photos that I'm showing you things that you've seen quite a lot of? Because I don't recall ever seeing this one before, but yeah, they look alike for sure. And I saw this picture, you guys, so I had to make it into a meme because, like, as if. So I just wrote, I took extra acting lessons so it looks like I give a shite. People better say how authentic and caring I effing look. And then underneath I wrote, remember, hand over heart pose. Maybe they'll make me a saint. Yeah, no, Roachel. And you're a very bad actor, FYI. So this is the last thing to show you before I show you the malignancy stuff. And it says, why is she not even acknowledging the woman next to her? She is so rude. Look at her jaw. It is clenched. So you guys, more footage comes out. So I have the footage of this. So I'm going to show you. Okay, so there's no vocals, but you don't need it. I mean, really. It's only 15 seconds long. But, like, look how rude she is. That woman's talking. She's not even looking at her. She just thinks she's so much better than everybody. Okay, so somebody writes, just wandering around someone else's garden. I'll show you the picture after this. Pushing an empty pram whilst wearing a postpartum moon bump. Perhaps I'll use the same setting for a fake shopping site ad and float around wearing a black ball gown. I'll check with the owners if I can hire the place for a shoot. Camera shoot. Okay, this picture. I have not seen this photo before. Have you guys? So please let me know. Or if you have you seen it a lot? Because I seriously haven't. I know it's out there. Obviously, I found it. But I don't know how many of my subs have seen. You know what I mean? I wanted to, like, basically I want to know if the stuff I show you is stuff you don't usually see. Or if you don't see it very much. Obviously, I can't avoid showing some things same. But you know what I'm saying. Anyways, it's, yeah. Who knows how pregnancy's supposed to be there. So, expectation and reality. I found this on X. It might be Megan's Mole who put it up. I'm not positive, but I'm going to give her the credit because she is so awesome. Yeah. So, but anyways, it sure shows you what, really happens in real life as opposed to what MM did. Okay, here's another one, you guys, that we've all seen these, but there are some that we haven't seen before because they're a different angle or whatever. And this is one of them because I saw this while she was standing in line kind of thing, but I don't know. It was different. This is a different photograph, but it's from Getty Images. And I actually did watch the vintage, the lady who does the vintage reading there. I forget. I apologize, but she's really, really great. And she was talking about this and how she contacted them and asked them about it. And then when she went back, they had changed the photographs because she had named the photographs and wanted to know what was going on because, wants to find out the facts. So there's some funny business going on for sure, for sure. That's what I wanted to share with that because this is weird. And right now I'm going to show you some footage that I haven't seen before either. Okay, so this doesn't have any sound either, but that's fine. And look, this is right at the beginning, obviously. And she comes up and then she looks down because it had to reinflate. So they're going to go over it in slow motion. So yeah, just like look at her look down at it when she stands up. Right there. Yeah. Because to make sure that it, I guess, popped back out. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, like, there, you'll see it again. Yeah, there she looks. So she was doing this early on for sure, for sure. Let me know if you guys have seen this footage too, because this is crazy. I hadn't seen this either. So I know this this show is basically about Roachel, but I couldn't help myself because I saw this picture of H, and you guys, look at that face. No word of a lie. Look at that face. I just wrote these two are terrifying. They really are. They really are. Because that's the new one of her looking at the kid, right? So I just put that sticker of Harry. Oh my God. Anyway, that's the end of this chapter. The juicy one is coming up, what everybody's saying, and it's so much fun. But yeah, so let's have some commercials and then we'll get right to chapter 3.
You gonna respect this. Respect us. Don't mess with us. Don't mess with us. That ain't right. Yeah. We don't take nothing off nobody. Don't take shit. Don't take shit. Don't take shit. Come on. Don't take shit.
It is important to say that you're not getting paid for this interview.
Correct.
But I do. So, you ready?
Yes. I want to say that I did not research Harry when I met him.
What?
No. If I did, I would have never married him. To me, he was just a normal ginger head with a British accent. Actually, in the beginning, I thought he was Australian.
What?
And he didn't look like a prince to me. Because the only prince I knew back then was the Prince of Bel-Air.
What?
I think I am the only woman ever who didn't know she was kissing a prince. That then turned into a frog. So, literally, everything was just the other way around. And always remember, I saved the prince from his tower.
What?
Well, now that Artificial's gone for a minute, I can finish getting ready. I'm almost there. I had to wear this turtleneck because I have this age thing going on. I know it looks pretty bad, but usually Backriff has it on par so I don't have to show everybody my neck. Although I have had a few people out there with unfiltered photos. Oh, good grief! How will I ever end this?
So, Prince Dookie, will you be attending King Charles's 75th birthday party?
No. It would be far too traumatic.
How so?
My brother will get more sausages. He always gets more sausages. I'm not going.
I couldn't help it, you guys. I put that meme out yesterday, and like I said, not everybody gets to see them, so a sub made that, and she's so awesome, so I wanted to share it. Okay, last. Online stories, blinds, old and new. Netizens are so funny, you guys. And this is just Aiko's water cooler gossip. I love stuff like this because this is a fact. It's her Instagram. Anyways, it says, I think it's great that she posted this on Instagram after she said, we're definitely not talking about Cinderella here, and grown women seem to retain this childhood fantasy. It really shows her hypocrisy and projection, LOL. Because what does Rochel write down there? Highlighted. Thank you at Louboutin for sending such beautiful options for tonight. Hey guys, which one should I wear tonight to be on Craig Ferguson, blah, blah. And highlighted, hashtag Cinderella. Watch what you put online, folks. It's forever. Okay, so I could not believe this, you guys, when I saw this. Listen to this. Interesting that Harry gives an award to Elizabeth Marks, the same Elizabeth Marks that MM allegedly photoshopped her head on in a photo with Harry. Did she really do this? And it says Elizabeth Marks, U.S. soldier, returns Invictus Games gold medal to UK hospital that saved her life. Now look at this, you guys. So this is a picture I actually haven't seen before again. So look at that. And now look at this. It is the exact same photo, you guys. Same exact photo. He has everything identical. Look, his clothes, his smile, everything is literally identical. I wrote another Photoshop fail. Wow, WTF MSM. How come this stuff can be no prob? And then look what they did to Princess Catherine. I just still can't get over it. So yeah, another one. And this one, you can't get away from it. This is a photoshopped. Big time. So I had to share it with you guys. Okay, so now I just have blind items. And you guys, I decided to go way back just to check out some stuff. Holy moly. Okay, listen to this. October 19, 2022. One of the people that quit so many years ago because they had hated working for the illiterate one does in fact have a recording of the illiterate one talking about the whole plane crash thing. Remember? Well, I'm sure you all know, we're one plane crash away from the throne. They have a recording of it. Can't even believe it. So someone says the RF knows everything. I'm enjoying their drip feeding the long game. I imagine Harry's wife must be on an interesting pharmaceutical cocktail to get up, maintain and go to bed. Okay. Looks like she's currently going through a bulimic stage. So another one, the royal family does know everything about Markle. No one names marries, sorry, it's so small. No one marries into the RF without a lengthy and thorough investigation of their background by experienced investigators. The RF have been well aware of Markle's character since the engagement. The wise queen let her dig her own hole. She had to take any action. The spiral had begun, and that was And that we can be truly thankful for. Holy! Oh my God. I apologize sometimes if I stumble, if they're too little, the words, but pretty soon I'm praying I'm going to get a laptop, you guys, so that I can see things better and they'll be a little bit better. So if you can just stick with me. Okay, this one was October 12th, 2023. The illiterate one keeps trying to do solo appearances, but people always want to see her with her husband. Plus, there is news he doesn't want to be part of the snake oil products she's going to partner with and sell on her revamped website. Oh my God. And they were right. Okay, I don't have comments on all of them because that would have taken too long, but the ones that I found like literally 1 minute before I did this, so I had to, stop and put it in there. Those are hysterical, and I'm going to read these out, but these are juicy, you guys. Listen to this. Canadian blind item this morning, vague, but suggests Megs could be hooking up with an employee. Holy. Apparently, a new hire of the illiterate one is more than just an employee. Someone said the bodyguard has been suggested elsewhere. I've seen a couple of comments about the matching handsy-feely guy. Someone said I was just thinking the same thing, security guard. Someone even puts a photo and they said, wore the matching Hertz gold tie and shoes. That guy behind her. Oh man, I did not see those shoes before. Those are really something. September 1st. Oh, that's my wedding anniversary. 2021. The Botox getting hair colored reporter mouthpiece, which would be Omid Scabies, for the illiterate one forgot to mention a great story in his book or update about how the illiterate one raged for days after being told she wouldn't be getting an engagement ring worth mid-six figures made from a piece of jewelry her deceased mother-in-law once wore. Instead, she got something basic. Apparently, she berated her now husband for not standing up for her and having the piece made. What? So I thought this would be a perfect time to interject. One of my subs wrote this, and I thought it was hilarious. I can just picture it, Nutmeg flopping around on the floor with tears streaming from her left eye. Her ginormous flipper like hands pounding the floor. Seal-like vocalizations of anguish echoing in the cavernous entryway. Clap my hands. Love it. You guys are the best. Back to comments now. So someone says, she really thinks she's entitled to everything when she's entitled to nothing. I just can't believe the nerve of this thing to think the royal family would break apart timeless pieces of jewelry for a freaking former yachty. I don't know if I should even say that. Horrible girl. I guess that's a funny way of writing horrible, hey? I heard she would also wanted Harry to ask the Cambridges for Diana's sapphire ring back. I'd heard that too, actually. The stories have turned into conflict diamonds. Or the stones, pardon me. Jesus, Harry's pathetic. Someone said his uncle, King Edward, is exactly the same. Wallace Simpson bullied him even in front of their friends, and he liked it. She'd kick him under the table if he insisted, or if he irritated him while with dining with friends. They all witnessed countless times when he was belittled. In my opinion, Harry's the same, enjoys being humiliated by a woman. Pathetic creep. So this comment was in a weird position, so I just made it itself. Omid is the mouthpiece. MM berated Harry for not having the emerald engagement ring made for her. MM wanted Harry to break a very expensive bracelet Diana once wore, which had both diamonds and emeralds on it. Meghan wanted an emerald ring so that she could go against Kate's sapphire ring. It was also rumored that Meghan wanted to wear a tiara with emeralds on it for her wedding. Meghan was trying to get Harry's color to be green emerald because she thought Kate and William's color is blue sapphire. In the past, Charles and Diana had blue, while Andrew and Fergie had ruby red as their color. Meghan really did her homework on the royals, it seems. Yep. Ha ha ha, I always thought the ring was a bit small. Well, you can see on her face, right? Even after she added the diamonds down the side, like, you know that she was disappointed. She was expecting, like, this massive rock. It was obvious in the engagement interview that she hated it. While the ginger idiot was sitting there bragging, she was looking down with a face only a mother could love on payday, LOL. Certainly answers my question as to why she modified her original ring, like the day after the wedding. At least wait until for an anniversary to upgrade it. Exactly. That ring is so basic, it's almost funny. That Omid Scaby and Harpy Markle. She had husband's engagement ring for her remade. Harry was a complete idiot not to turn and run as soon as she started raging over her ring. Someone said there's a reason for that. This is 3 years ago, by the way, guys. I think Haz was always an asshole, and the palace kept it hidden as best they could. Marco brought out the real Haz. Unfortunately, true. Okay, this is my favorite one. And it was just today. Like, to me, right now, it's still Friday. It's 10 p.m. Friday. Okay, your turn. Would you ever buy a product from American Riviera Orchard? And this just goes out to everybody, guys. So netizens just talk, and I love it. Someone says, if someone told me that I would die tomorrow unless I had some of their jelly jam, I would say that 34 years was plenty for me to have lived a full life. Oh my God. If you can't trust them to tell the actual truth, specifically when there is actual proof, who in their right mind would consider a product they made or consume a product they made? Someone said yes when it comes to Dollar Tree. And then at the end, in fact, I ordered some things from the High Grove collection just out of spite. I think everybody did. No, her jam is apparently from a generic jam manufacturer. I can't imagine the rest will be any more original. Her brand name is already a mashup of I don't know what, a jean brand, a cheap wine brand, and a grocery type brand. It's not piquing curiosity. It would have been like buying a tourist royal monogram cup in that, a tourist monogram cup in bad porcelain. Oh, Lord. Hell no, someone said. Maybe at the going out of business sale. I might if I find a good deal of it at the Family Dollar. That's so funny because that's where I went to the Dollarama. You guys didn't get that meme? Somebody says short answer no, long answer absolutely the fuck not. Miss Lucy, you must learn how to express yourself. It's not good to keep your feelings to yourself. Oh, Lord. I like the cut of your jib, Lucy Day. I love that saying. Hilarity ensues. Oh, no. I would rather poke out my own eyeballs with a flame stroker than spend my earned money on anything that yachting, grifting, sleazy hooker puts out. Oh, my God. I love it, you guys. Okay, bro, have this. It's like giving him a beer. No, and I would return to sender if something was sent to me from them. Is this April Fool's? Zero possibility. Gross. Someone, you just know she's going to make the shipping and handling costs alone $85. With as much plastic wrap as possible from our faux humanitarian. Right? Oh, God. Someone else says, nopers, never. If AOR branded a strap-on harness or butt plug, I'd consider it. Oh, my God. I missed that comment, you guys. Holy shit. Okay. 3 months into the future, your friend, after tasting some red slime, presented to them on a piece of toast. Fuck's sakes, what's this crap? You trying to poison me or what? You, sorry, it was on offer at Walmart for $1. Apparently, oh my God. Apparently some old hooker who used to live with Prince Harry made it. Oh my God. Oh, Lord, that was funny. I'm sorry, guys, but an old hooker who used to live with Prince Harry. I just can't, you guys. I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, I had to calm down there for a minute because that was flipping hilarious. Woo! Well, that's the end, you guys. I'm going to put on a couple of commercials. And yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed yourself. I know I certainly did. And I will see you in the next one. Please press like and sub if you haven't subbed. That'd be great. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Everyone in the UK should boycott Netflix. I certainly will be, once I finish The Crown and Emily in Paris. I was sitting there, just in my underwear. I was literally boiling with rage, watching two young people laughing and enjoying each other's company. That's not what marriage is about, and I should know. I've had 3. Apparently, they just want to be happy. Well, I'm sorry, this is the United Kingdom. That's just not how we do things. It's absolutely appalling that Harry and Meghan are forcing the press to write about them all of the time. We don't want to. No, they make us. It's a form of bullying, really. Yeah, in many ways, the real victims are the press. Yeah, I mean, there are so many other things we want to be writing about, but no, we have to write about them. They're so selfish. Race has nothing to do with it. I didn't even know she wasn't white. But I have to say, the first time I saw her, I did think, this one's going to be trouble. I could just tell there was something about her. She was different. It's got nothing to do with race. No, she was American. I could tell just by looking at her. From a distance. Look, if she can't respect our sacred, ancient tradition of curtsying to an old woman because of which family she is from, then I'm sorry, I think she maybe deserves everything she gets. White people take royalty very seriously. We know our place and we never joke about it. That's our culture. And if you can't respect that, then you're being racist. I've seen some people claiming that Meghan was being self-deprecating and showing a sense of humour about the royal family. I'm sorry, self-deprecating and a sense of humour? Where do you think you are? Germany? We never make jokes about the royal family. Even the actual paedophiles. Meghan seems to think that the press were out to destroy her. It's ridiculous. I barely even think about her. She's just irrelevant. And that's something I've made clear in all 3 of the books I've written about her and in my daily Meg blog. I agree with that MP. We should strip them of their titles and strip them of their money and actually just strip them completely, and then maybe cover them in oil and watch them sort of naked and writhing around. Sorry, I just need a minute. I knew Princess Diana. Over many years, I shouted literally dozens of words at Princess Diana, and I'll tell you something for a fact. Meghan is no Princess Diana. I don't fancy her for a start. And she's not even blonde. In the end, the best plan is simply to ignore them and hopefully they'll just go away. Now, if you'll excuse me, a woman who once did Meghan's nails has just tweeted that she has weird fingers, so I need to write 1,000 words on that before lunch. Why won't they leave me alone?